Good morning and welcome. My name is Mara Zimmerman. I am so honored and grateful to be here with all of you and to be collaborating with the Consulate General of India here in Chicago. It is my honor to be here and to help teach and spread the beautiful gifts of yoga and India's gift to the world with you here and now. So take this first few moments to just come settle in. I always like to remind everybody that the way we use a minute is the same if we rush or if we take it more mindfully to be more present in the here and the now. So allow yourself to settle in here in good posture, clearing a space for yourself where you can move safely and carefully, possibly being near a window or letting in some natural light. Just giving yourself the opportunity to settle in mind, body, and spirit for this special self-care time for yourself. Yoga is an ancient practice that has modernized to the here and now and spread all over the world to all kinds, types of people of all walks of life. It's a healing space to be in. You are dealing with your body physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually by simply tuning into your breathing, improving your posture, creating more awareness of your own needs and what choices to make for your own well-being are all inherent to our yoga practice. So let's start with good intentions. As we begin, we are allowing our thoughts that are rising and falling to just be there. We can notice our thinking without paying too much attention to it. And the same goes for our emotions, our feeling body. As emotions, feelings, even your senses are stimulated or you become aware, just notice, just honor and witness, and then come right back to the focus on your breathing. This is a training of our minds. This allows to create a little more space with our own energy. It also honors our natural tendencies as human beings where our mind does wander, where we are distracted, where we may need more mental health and emotional well-being at the forefront. So this just allows us to tune in to what your needs are. And also, if you're not sure what those needs are, yoga can also help you on the other side of this to start to notice something you didn't notice before that might be good for you, a new thought that may come through in the quiet space, or a new pose that may come in for your healing today. So let's do this and drop into our hearts from the thinking and all the other emotions and come into the heart-centered space. Allow ourselves to lead from the place that we know is best for us and best for others, tuning into our own inner sanctuary, our own inner peace. And in this way, we strengthen being peacemakers in the world. And also during these times where the whole world is looking at our health and well-being, we are also building our own immune systems here today, strengthening our ability to be healthy, and if we are to get sick, to then get healthy again. So relaxing here. We're setting good intentions. If you'd like to bring your hands up to your heart center, you could do that now. And we'll just take a quiet minute to begin, tuning into your breathing, balancing your inhale with your exhale, coming back to the focus on your breathing. If you notice your mind drifts, just allow it to come back to the focus of the inhale and the exhale. So just about a minute, we'll pause, we'll breathe, good posture, good intentions, positive thinking, quiet minute, and enjoy. Okay, beautiful. Thank you. So as we begin, reminder to do your poses safely and carefully so they will serve you best. If there's ever a pose that does not work for you or does not feel right, please just skip that pose. You can pause and just simply take a breath. You can always repeat a pose that you know and love and do that safely and carefully in place of another pose. And that's a part of building on your yoga practice. And if you're joining us more regularly, you will start to be noticing that the poses are a part of your meditation and that you should start to intuitively tune into the poses that will be best for you. So let's go ahead and come up to standing good posture, Tadasana. Every pose that you are in, we are focused on good posture, brain to body connection, balancing, tuning into our nervous system, seeing if we can create a balance, how we have reactions to things, just allowing ourselves to be more present, saving our energy, and even storing up more energy. One more breath here, good posture, Tadasana. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to start in tree pose. If you've repeating classes, you'll see that I love to start in tree pose here. Virksasana, very basic, but special pose that will help us get focused right away, creating balance and focus, but also should be enjoyable as well. On our right leg, lift your left. You could always be holding a chair or a table. You could put your hands on your hips or at your heart center. You could bring your foot on your ankle or somewhere higher on the leg. Just be mindful not to put pressure on your knee. One more breath, reaching, balancing. If you step down or fall down, simply come back. Beautiful. And then slowly, as you're ready, release all the way down. Great. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Virksasana on the other side. On the left, lift the right. Reminder, it may feel very different, but you do want to try to be symmetrical from side to side. Try to look the same, even if it does not yet feel the same. Reaching, balancing. One more. Wonderful. And slowly release and all the way down. Take a breath. Very nice. Okay, into some of our standing poses. Wonderful way to start the day if you're practicing here in Chicago in the morning. If you're somewhere else or at a different time of day, this pose will serve you at any time. Wonderful hip to spine. Inhale, both legs are straight. The right leg is pointing forward. The left toes are pointing a little towards the right. Hips are nice and open towards me. Both arms are reaching out to the sides equally. Inhale. And exhale, go ahead and tilt. Just gently, no need to overstretch. Hip to spine, so you're opening up through the chest and shoulders here. Reaching the hands in both directions. And if you need to deepen the stretch to the leg, you can just relax into the exhale. Balancing here, one more. Grounding the feet, inhaling, slowly come up. Go ahead and switch your feet the other way and exhale, tilt down. Great, just relaxing, open through the chest and shoulders, ground the feet for a good foundation. One more breath. Inhale, slowly come up. Very nice. And we're switching sides. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 on the other side. Reminder, we repeat the poses on purpose. It's a part of the meditation to help us be more present so that these poses become more familiar, even on a muscular, cellular level, very deep in the body and mind. One more breath here, Warrior 2. Breathe. Reverse the warrior, left arm down, right arm up. Inhale. And then exhale for our side angle. Go ahead and put that right arm on the knee. If you like to reach for the floor, if you're flexible, you're welcome to do that here. Hand on the hip or out over the ear. But just coming down onto the knee will also give us the same type of stretch and maybe even help us relax more into it. So just pay attention to which modification of a pose you need, because stress relief, relaxing in the pose is what you really need. One more here. And again, ground the feet, inhaling, come back up to warrior two, and then both arms square the hips forward, lift up, warrior one, breathe, and then relaxing back open to warrior two. Beautiful, switch sides, left leg forward, right leg back, but those right toes are pointing a little bit forward, bend deeply into the left knee. Reach the arms in both directions. Peaceful warrior, that inner peace, but also building strength. One more. And left arm goes up, right arm up, down, inhale. And then exhale, the hand down to the knee and the right hand on the hip. If you put your left hand to the floor the first time, you can do that here. If you left it up on the leg, relaxing, you can repeat that now. Extended side angle, take a breath. Grounding the feet, inhale back up through warrior two. Square the hips forward, Virabhadrasana one. Reach both arms up, inhale. And exhale, go ahead and open up to warrior two. Beautiful. Okay, from here we're gonna straddle. Open up the legs as wide as you are comfortable. The wider your stance, the closer the floor will be. You're turning your toes in just a little bit to help engage the sides of our body. Hands on your hips, lifting through the heart center, chest and shoulders. You're bringing the elbows toward one another. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come forward and down. So reach for the floor. You can bend your knees if you want to. You could also be reaching for support of a table or a wall or the chair. If your hands are towards the floor, you're just tilting the weight forward into the balls of your feet, and your head is coming down towards the floor. Relax here for a couple of breaths. One more. Very nice. For today, we're just coming up halfway. You're going to put the left arm down on the floor and you're going to reach the right arm up. We're going to do a gentle twist here. Inhale. And then exhale, you're going to switch. Right arm down, left arm up, gently. Inhale. Exhale, back to neutral. Tilt the weight back to the balls of the feet. Take a breath. Wonderful. Then hands on your hips. Carefully come up to a standing position. Interlace your arms behind your back. If that's not comfortable, you can hold your elbows or just place your hands on your lower back. But the focus is still opening the heart center. Inhale, lift, and exhale, forward and down. Relax the neck and shoulders. Tilt the weight forward a little. Don't overstretch, just relax. Let gravity kind of do the work here. One more. Then release the hands to your hips. Inhaling, watch your bearings, pause. Arms out to the side, and then go ahead and come back up to standing good posture. Pause for a breath. Beautiful. Okay, Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Another pose, you could use a chair or the wall if you wanted support. Otherwise, on your right leg, lift your left leg and both arms, any amount. Focus on your postural muscles along your spine. Point those left toes down towards the floor. The hip is square. One more. Very nice. And then slowly release. And switch sides. On the left, lift the right, reach, focusing on your core, the muscles along your spine, the sides, the front, balancing, breathing. Wonderful. And then slowly release. Pause Tadasana for a breath. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and do a half moon here. Inhale, reach up, tuck the pelvis under. Reach the arms nice and tall, maybe even back behind the ears a little bit if it's comfortable. Then exhaling to the right, reaching through both arms. Breathe. And inhaling through neutral, exhaling the other side. Breathe. And then inhale up and exhale, come down. Wonderful. Okay, for today, we're going to do one more standing pose. You're coming up on the right leg, and you're either just starting to learn to balance on your right leg and lift the left leg a little. That would be great. If you're already having fairly good balance, you can take the ankle over the knee and sit back like in a chair. So this is like a standing pigeon pose. It's going to open up that left hip. Relaxing as you sit back, hands at the heart, lifting through the chest. One more. And then slowly release. Very nice. On the left, lift the right. If you're just working on your balance and lifting your leg, wonderful. If you brought it over across the knee, if that was safe for your body and your hip and both of your knees, press the palms together, elbows up. Take a breath. Wonderful. And as you're ready, come on down. Pause for a breath. Half sun salutation, Ardha Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. Keeping your knees bent, you're going to look up halfway, lengthen out your spine. Inhale, and exhale, fold down. Grounding the feet, inhale, come all the way back up towards a stand, reach, and exhale the arms down by your side. Good, one more time, inhale, reach, exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway, and exhale, fold. Good, grounding your feet, inhale all the way back up, reach, and exhale your arms down by your side. Pause for a breath, energizing the body and mind. Very nice. Okay, getting down to the floor. Inhale, reach again, and exhale, fold. Inhale, look up halfway, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fold. Step it back to a push-up plank position. Hold it for a moment. You can always drop your knees. The integrity in your shoulder girdle, your shoulder stability is what we need. You don't want to be sagging the lower back or sticking it out right. So either with or without the knees. One more. Then we're slowly lowering down through Chaturanga, elbows in, and then exhaling all the way down to the floor. Come on up for Sphinx. On your forearms, reaching back through your toes. Take a few breaths here. Back bends are going to help us uplift our moods, our spirits, energize and balance our nervous system. Relax here. Just gently, we're lifting up through the forearms. You can tuck the chin down just a little bit. One more. And then hands are going to come up by your chest, elbows in, tuck your toes under, and lift up for a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a resting pose, a place to pause. It's also going to build strength in the arms. Lift up through the hips, relax your neck, focus in on your core. One more here. Go ahead and drop down to your knees and then come all the way back down to your stomachs. On your stomachs, reach your hands behind you. Hands are flat on the floor. Shavasana, lift your chest and feet. Breathe. Working our postural muscles. One more. Rest if you need to, otherwise the hands are coming up. Breathe. Good. Everybody go ahead and rest. Take a breath. Good. Again, reach back. This time everything's coming up. Take a breath. And now go ahead and reach forward for today. See if you can extend along the spine. Relax your neck down a little, never straining. And then reach back again, lift. And then go ahead and rest on the ground. Pause for a breath. Very nice. Hands by your chest, tuck the toes, lift it up. Downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here to pause. Press through the index fingers. Bend the knees if you want to. Reaching towards your heels toward the floor. They may never reach the floor, but they're just stretching down. One more here. And then we're just going to lift the right leg up in the air. For the first breath, keep your toes pointing down. Square the hips. And then for the next one, if it's comfortable, you can bend the knee and open up the hip a little. You're pressing through both hands. Don't overstretch, just gently. Then on your inhale, you can bring it back to neutral and exhale the foot down to the floor. Take a breath. Left leg comes up, toes are pointing down, hips are square towards the floor. And then on your next breath, you can bend the knee and open up the hip a little if that's comfortable for you. Take a breath. And then on your next inhale, point the toes back down and exhale them all the way back, both feet on the floor. One more breath in downward facing dog. And then we're going to drop down to your hands and knees and do a little cat-cow. On all fours, you can always be putting something under your knees to make it more comfortable. Inhale, look up, mostly through the chest and shoulders. Be gentle with your lower back. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Lengthen the front of your body. Exhale, round. One more time. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. And back to neutral. Okay, we do one more here on your on all fours. Your left, you're going to lift up your left leg, and if that's going well, you're going to lift your right arm. Works the brain to do opposite sides of the body, and also we're strengthening, continuing to strengthen the postural muscles. Exhale down. Good. Right leg back, left arm up. Breathe. And slowly release. And now we're just going to go ahead and sit back for a child's pose. Your knees can be very open or together in a child's pose. It's going to depend on your own body, your hips, your low back. Might want to try both leg positions. You can be reaching forward with your arms, or the variation would be to be reaching back towards your feet. Either way, or try them both. Balasana, child's pose, couple breaths. One more. And then everybody come sit back on your heels and we'll pause. All of the poses, especially the back bends and the concentrated breathing, helping to prepare ourselves for a more mindful, a more meditative, present state. Pausing helps us to store our energy rather than to waste it. It is unique to yoga to pause during exercise, to allow ourselves to store up energy for some time when we may need it most. One more breath here. Wonderful. Okay, let's come onto our backs. Set to Dandasana. One more back bend. Nice, gentle back bend. Good for any time of the day, very restorative pose. Bend your knees, feet are flat on the floor, hands are reaching towards your heels. Keep your chin neutral. Inhale, go ahead and lift the hips. Knees are within the hips width apart with the body. One more here. And slowly come down and release. Pause on your back. Very nice. We're going to repeat that one more time. If you have another pose, another back bend that we haven't done, you'd like to get in carefully and safely, you could do that now. If you want to add wheel pose, the full Chaturanga after the bridge, you can do that with me now. Otherwise, reminder that the basic foundational poses are going to be very healing. We never need to over push a pose. So just listen to your body, listen to your needs. Can be fun to try something new, but it's not always necessary. The basics are really going to get us where we need to be. Bend the knees, feet on the floor, hands reach towards the heels, chin is neutral, lift. Take a breath. Stay there if you're staying there for a breath or two. If you want to bring your hands by your ears and push up, you can. One more. And then wherever you are, everybody will slowly lower down and pause. Wonderful. Okay, we're coming back up and now to a seated, comfortable position. Feet together, knees apart, butterfly, Badakanasana. We're going to sit upright for a breath or two. We're looking now for that balance from the warming, heating, bigger energy poses to now into the calming, the cooling, the storing energy poses. Inhale, one more here, and exhale, go ahead and come forward and down. Your elbows could be resting on your knees. Your natural body weight might help that stretch. Otherwise, your elbows could just be in the middle of your lap in the open space of the pose. Relax your neck, relax your spine. Couple breaths here. One more. Wonderful. And slowly release. Shavasana, seated tree pose, left leg bent, right leg straight. Inhale, reach, and exhale, come forward and down. You can reach anywhere on the right leg that's comfortable. You can even bend the knee if that's more comfortable for you. Just relaxing. These are the calming and the cooling poses. Allow yourself to stay present by focusing on your breathing. One more. Slowly release. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Shavasana on the other side. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. However you did it on the first side, bending the knee or reaching anywhere that's comfortable. Relax the hips and the neck. One more. Very nice. And then come up and slowly release. Okay, good. We're going to keep that right leg in for today, and we're going to take the left leg back. You could always repeat Shavasana if your knees or hips do not want to bend in this position. So you're just repeating that the right leg was bent. The right leg is bent, yes, and the left leg is straight. Repeating poses is wonderful in yoga. You may find you get a little bit more into the pose the second time, so that would be a wonderful alternative to repeat here. Otherwise, the left leg is coming behind. We're going to sit upright for a breath. Then you're going to reach the right arm behind you. The left arm's going to come to the right knee. Sit upright in good posture and gently twist. You could be looking forward. That's going to be the most gentle on your neck. You could look neutral, and you could also be looking towards the right shoulder. That'll be a bigger stretch. Just make sure you're stretching, never straining. One more. And then go ahead and come back to neutral for a breath. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So if you're repeating Janu Shirshasana, your left leg is coming in, bent. Your right leg is straight. Otherwise, the left leg is staying just like we are in Janu Shirshasana, and the right leg bends behind. Sit upright for a breath. Wonderful. Then the left arm reaches behind you gently. The right arm comes to the left knee, sitting upright. Whatever you did on the other side, gently unwind. And then slowly coming back to neutral, pause for a breath. Very nice. Okay. Both legs are going to come in front. We're going to do Kermasana. This is going to be a wider butterfly, right? Butterfly, your feet were in. Kermasana, your feet are out further. You could always repeat butterfly if you prefer. Otherwise, Kermasana, your feet are going to be out and you're going to reach under your legs and hold your ankles. Just make like a turtle shell behind you. Relax your neck. Cooling and calming. Couple breaths here. One more. Very nice. And then go ahead and slowly release. Okay. Both legs straight out. We're going to do Dandasana, just seated good posture. Tuck your chin to your chest. Feet are like you're standing. Reach your hands towards the floor and breathe. One more. Very nice. Feet come up in the air for Navasana boat. Bend the knees if you like to. You can straighten them if you like that, or you may want to hold on to your feet. All of these poses have wonderful modifications and variations, so we can find the most comfortable fitting one for us. Wherever you are, one more breath. Legs can be straight. You can be holding your feet. Legs can be bent. Either way, you're focused on your core. One more. And then everybody slowly lower all the way down onto your back on the floor. Feet together, knees apart. Supta Badakanasana, reclining butterfly. You can reach your hands towards your feet, out to the side or overhead. Just start to relax as we begin our further into our cool down and our finishing poses. Relax here, another breath. Very nice. Then your arms are going to come out to the side. Your knees are going to come into neutral and then drop off to the right for a gentle twist. Relax and unwind. Then knees are going to come up through neutral. Go ahead and drop them off to the other side. Unwind the other way. Very nice. And then inhale the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Then you drop your left foot onto the floor and lift your right leg up into the air. Take a breath. Either stay there, or if you would like, use that bent knee, that foot, to help push your body so you can bring your nose to knee gently. And then slowly just release the leg back up for a breath. And then go ahead and bring it down, bend the knee, put the foot on the floor. Lift the left leg up, just gently. Take a breath. If you did this on the other side, you're pushing a little bit on that right foot on the floor. That's going to lift your left leg towards you. You're just going to gently hold the leg nose to knee. Take a breath. And then slowly lift the leg. One more breath up in the air. Releasing the arms. And then bring both feet back down to the floor. Take a breath here. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to take the outsides of your feet and your knees are going to come down to the sides of your body. Happy baby. Relax here. Your feet can be together or apart. You might just notice trying one or the other. Your head could be on the floor or looking up. Try either. One more, relaxing the hips and spine, and then slowly releasing your feet back to the floor. Bend your knees. Feet together, knees apart. We're going to repeat Badakanasana on your back. Pause here for another breath. Very nice. Now both feet lift into the air. Hang out here for a breath or two. Great. Another great restorative pose. You could spend some time in, put your feet on the wall, or just leave them up in the air. If you want to come up for Sarvangasana, for shoulder stand, you can do that now, putting the weight into your hands and the elbows, lifting your feet up, keep your chin neutral. Breathe. If you want your feet to come over your head, bent or straight, you could do that now, just closing in the final pose. Then everybody's feet are up. One more breath. And then everybody's going to lower, use your core, mindfully, carefully coming down. Touch your feet one more time, get regrounded. And then go ahead and stretch out completely flat on your back on the floor for our final resting pose, Shavasana. Relaxing here for a minute or so. I will sit up to help guide us through our final relaxation and meditation. As you are relaxing on your backs, calming and cooling and moving into stillness. Allow yourself to feel supported by the floor, to feel supported by one another, to be relaxing as you recharge and restore. Just noticing if there's any areas you can relax a little more into with your breath. And continue to focus on your breath in order to help you stay present as we begin to come to a close. So quietly lying here on your backs. On the other side, I will guide us into our final seated meditation. Again, moving into stillness and quiet, and about a minute, just be. Okay, wonderful. If you would like to remain on your back for our final meditation, please continue to do so. At any point during this time, if you are ready to come to a seated, comfortable position, you may do that. Otherwise, if you're ready, you can wiggle your fingers and toes, energizing the body and mind, maybe taking a final stretch overhead. You can bring your knees to your chest, rolling to your side or just up through neutral, and come to a comfortable seated position. Coming back to good intentions, to our heart-centered, self-care, loving kindness space, tuning into that inner space, that inner peace within, allowing the healing to begin. One quiet minute in meditation, beginning now, and enjoy. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm so happy and honored and grateful to be here with all of you. Thank you again to the Consulate General of India in Chicago. I am so happy to be collaborating and teaching here together. We are here every Friday and Sunday at 8 a.m. Chicago Central Time. Please join us, and I look forward to being here together with you then. Have a wonderful day, and namaste, everybody.